This is the salad bowl bug killer. We have put 2 lights in it. We have made it on a 3D printer, and we have finished it. This one will look good. So take a look at it, and we'll show you how we updated it. I've updated my salad bowl bug killer. Yeah, I've shortened it. This is the salad bowl but several people wanted to have more light. So what I did on the 3D printer, I made it to where I could put 2 lights on it instead of 1. That way the flies and mosquitoes would be attracted to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an update on the salad bowl bug killer. And Darren's going to take over now and show you how to update it if you ever want to. Well, this is my son, Darren. He has been elected again. He gets elected a lot, you know.
I got to start showing up earlier.
I guess he ought to show up earlier and then he wouldn't get the...
They wouldn't be voluntold to get this done.
He's president of the Put It Together Society, I think it is.
All right, so we're taking our hot knife and we're going to cut...
The good hot knife.
We're going to cut our 3D printed.
Well, when I built it, and I never thought that we'd mess up. The holes when we're updating it didn't quite match, so we're going to have to enlarge the plastic holes to make it work. So that's what he's going to do with it.
So instead of
it was a mess.
8 hours to print another one, we're just going to cut a slot in it instead of a hole.
8 hours would be quick, I think.
That's the only bad thing with 3D printing. It gives you exactly what you want tomorrow. usually within a day.
If it doesn't mess up, it works good.
Yeah, unless it comes off the plate, then you fight about glue or not to glue. That's the question.
I learned glue the base.
We're not the base of it. No one's looking at it anyway. It seems to give a better success rate.
Does the word amateur come into play with anything?
I'm sure we are.
Okay. I'm sure there's professionals.
I'm sure people that do it for a living would laugh at us here. Now I've already marked the hole. Let's give you a good shot here. I want it at the tip because I'm going to cut a slot between these 2 holes. Oh, and it's not even fair how fast this cuts through PLA. All right, in fact, I think you even caught it on fire. There we go. We'll just take a little more of that piece and a little more out of that. All right, in fact, we probably had it too hot. There's a temperature control here. I maybe shouldn't have it always on the max. But
is there any other way we set things?
Other than all the way?
All
no.
the way, every day.
211.
The fingerprint left in that. Is that something?
Well, that's so I can identify every piece of my work. I leave a little bit myself on everything I do.
If they do a fingerprint scan, it's here.
Now we've cut that. Yes, it's a little amateurish, but we didn't want to wait the 10 hours to have this print a new one. We've already bolted the back of the motor.
And as we've said, folks, the flies are not really picky on stuff.
All right.
If your household has picky flies, you may need to move to a different neighborhood. Right, because he's worried that some of the flies may have tools and will loosen them.
You know how those flies are. Looking how it's going to best line up. I like that way better. And the only thing I have to do is I'm already committed to the hole, so all my wiring will have to go out one way.
Okay, we did change the design a little bit. I put the lights on each side of the motor because it stuck out wider here, and so one of the lights wouldn't fit properly, so I put them on the side. That's another change I made.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble everything on the plate and then add the plate onto the bowl. All right. We found out that makes it nice and tidy. I'm going to leave that power line out that way. Grab our other light.
This is the 2-light model.
The double light model. All right. So
This is for flies that only didn't like 1 light. They like 2 lights.
they're really bright flies. I almost regret doing that joke. Almost. We're going to utilize mostly this cord for our length. So we're just going to cut this one so it's easy on us without a whole lot of excess.
That's the less excess cord, right?
And what's bad about things like this is I'm going to keep it. What I'm going to ever do with it, I don't know. And I'll throw it away in about 5 years.
We have a box for those.
They're really needed, maybe, if I need to.
A lot of times on trash collection day, people have thrown those boxes away, I've noticed. Like some of my shirts, they were good. The leisure suits still fit fine.
Now it might be trendy, Pop.
Well, there's some homeless people that look trendy.
They were the height of fashion in 1978.
Somebody donated them. I don't know who it was, but somebody took them out of my closet and donated them. Now there are some very well-dressed homeless people.
And I'm going to grab a utility knife.
I was thinking if the fashion ever come back, I would be set for life, you know?
You'd be a trendsetter now.
I think the shirt with the large squares on it was really, really good.
It made a statement.
Well, I saw it in Saturday Night Fever, I think it was.
We're gonna reuse that one. Alrighty. All right, I'm gonna have to give that a little bit more as well.
There's been very few injuries, so.
Oh, don't do that to me, Pop.
Now, people standing around him, I can't say that.
Oh yeah.
But he himself is.
No spectator is safe.
Yeah, spectators can be harmed.
All
It
right.
can be harmful to spectators, I've heard.
Okay.
What was it? Philip got about a pound of plastic in that one eye.
Oh yeah, already.
Of course, he was wearing his safety glasses like we told him to.
He was staying too close.
I don't think it's a branded salad bowl.
It's not a
I
name
think it's
brand.
generic.
Generic salad bowls.
If somebody wants to use some kind of a special chef, special salad bowl, they can. We used what was cheapest.
The cheapest salad bowl.
Again, we don't think we'll get criticism from the flies.
Oh, they're like, no, they only like name brand places to die. And then put another nut on the same bolt to hold the lid on.
I got you. Folks, we also have this not only for flies, it works for mosquitoes too, so be aware of that. We've got one of them that'll be filled with stinky material this Jari's going to put on it. The other one will have a powder I made that produces carbon dioxide that a lot of mosquitoes like that smell. That's strange because it's an odorless gas. So how does mosquitoes smell carbon dioxide? So
Oh,
something like trendy there.
there's somebody in the comments going, well, obviously.
Well, nobody told the mosquitoes it didn't smell, so they just smell it anyway, right? See, the only reason we don't smell it, it says that sign, it says odorless on it. If they took that sign off, we might all be able to smell it. All right, he has got the nuts tightened and everything.
What mistake?
Going to put the wire in there. Need a little bit more.
Forgot to tighten down this other side.
Oh,
But it's not holding up any real weight.
I don't know how heavy that jar of sneaky stuff weighs, but probably that. I think that string will hold it.
All right, now let's try to put the attractant jars in there.
You want them to put holes in them?
I'm about to. I'm just trying to think about the height of it. I don't think that height change is going to matter much.
Alrighty.
So let's put a hole, let's say right in the center. Since it really doesn't matter.
This is the official hole maker. We found that works better than trying to drill it.
It makes life a lot easier. I'm going to try to keep it as tight as possible, and we'll kind of have to thread that on.
All right. We picked the right size soldering iron.
Yep. There's one. These are little plastic jars. And two. Perfectly in the center, let's say.
I didn't say a word, folks.
There we go. Harbor Freight has these big kits of whatnots.
Did he bow when he said Harbor Freight? There we go. That is a thing Harbor Freight has. It's got nuts and bolts in it, and we use that a lot. Not that we lose nuts and bolts all over the floor, and our magnet that we pull across the floor finds them later.
But if you need them right now,
and you can't find the magnetic device that picks them up, you can use ones that come out of this little plastic box. Okay, now he's got to make some little air holes so that the various things will smell. He's going to put some stinky stuff in that. We're going to put it out there where he raises chickens, and he's going to attract some flies, and he's going to do them bodily harm. That is my thoughts anyway. We're going to do a test on it. Everybody gets to watch late at night, watching flies or bugs get killed, and maybe during the day also. He's got the holes around the top, so if there's liquid in the bottom, it doesn't drain out. And you don't have to put anything in one of these. I mean, you can make it...
the light will attract this mosquito.
The light itself will attract them.
And bugs.
This is just an added bonus that gives them a little more encouragement to find the light.
Figuratively and literally.
Yeah.
Tell them to follow the light.
They go to fly heaven, huh?
Okay. All right. Now we'll take our handy dandy.
I didn't know the full name of that. That's the handy dandy.
Handy dandy.
I gotcha. Okay. If you go to Ace Hardware, do you call it handy dandy, or is there?
Hey, can you get that handy dandy? And they'll be like, no.
I try to think of a lot, but a lot of times they don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's exactly what I think it is. One of them things.
Whatchamacallit, you know. With
Well,
a doodad on the end.
Because we need it, you
Right.
know.
I need one. One guy asked me what I was going to use it for, and I told him, and he's still confused. He still has no clue. Because we do invent a few weird things.
What I like is when they say, you know, we are not liable for anything you use these that's not intended purposes
I
for.
would ask for a bulk fitting for that aquaponic system, and the guy looked like I fell out of a spacecraft.
A bulkhead fitting?
Yeah. Had no clue what I was talking
You
about.
think you're building something with a boat?
I don't know what he thought. Sometimes I don't think they give them education on bulk fittings in Home Depot.
Are you saying you don't think everybody there has been in the industry for 10 years or not?
Don't think so. One guy was showing somebody his report card, I think.
Yeah. All right. Now let's wire it up.
Here's the exciting part, trying to find somebody that'll turn it on.
The turning it on part's the exciting.
That is elected too. You could be elected to turn on.
Where's Phil when you need him? We need somebody to turn this on.
Phil needs to be here, you know, in these situations because,
Like he said, next time he's at the ER,
Well,
free operation.
yeah, he plays with the electricity a lot where he works. So, you know, we could say he's more experienced.
Yeah.
Getting electrocuted than others.
Yeah, I mean, he's an expert at it, where I'm just a beginner electrocutioner. Yes.
We're talking about it. Phil is off today. He is rewiring someone's trailer, by the way. He raised his hand and they elected him.
I think he just didn't say not it fast enough.
You got to learn that not it thing real quick.
Yep.
I haven't seen any flies looking around wondering what this is yet. I thought there might be fly spies out there.
The fly spies.
Fly spies, or something like that. None of them trench coats, anyway.
Let's say, why does everybody know what a spy is supposed to wear? And doesn't that mean they're kind of failing at it?
I think there's a dress code, is all I could figure, but that seemed like it'd make it easier to identify them, you know?
I think it's that guy in the trench coat.
A trench coat?
And the fedora. Why? Because he's dressed as one.
He's a detective. How do you know? Deer Slayer hat.
All right.
You know, if London didn't have any fog, they wouldn't be able to label that clothing line.
Yeah.
I mean, London dry skies or something just doesn't sound as good.
Well, it may be a little bit of false advertising.
Sunny London.
Let's say, come to the sunny shores of London, where you can enjoy water.
The sunshine country. No, that's breaker? What's that mean? You're supposed to turn it off?
Well, it's faster to do it without it.
I see.
But, you know.
There's the quick mode and...
It's also the game of life, and I don't know how fast you want to finish. But it's quicker.
Some people don't like to play the same way that you do on the game of life.
Right? I mean, you know. There's faster ways. Of course, somebody's looking at my wiring going, I don't know. I think he's playing pretty risky.
Notice he used black tape, and you know the why he bought and used his black tape? It was on sale, and that was the color it came in.
It's important that you use what you have, because if not, you're stealing it.
Well, it came in 10 roll packs, I think, at Harbor Freight.
Yeah.
For the reason.
Oh, Harbor Freight. Because if not, I'll mess with it all
What's
day.
that stringy thing you have?
All right, we 3D printed the shaft that holds our string. Now, I threaded it beforehand, a little bit of behind baseball here, and then I'm going to trim it to fit.
You mean it's too long? Looks like a spider.
And I'm just going to push it on there.
Oh, I did good.
It is fitting well.
Does bragging on myself
Now,
bother anybody?
We cut this, we cut this to fit, put it down, and we glued inside of it. So I'm going to cut just where it's in the inside one taut. And then I'm going to do it also on this side.
We'll probably save the leftovers of this in case we run out
In
of...
case we need to throw something away in 5 years, which, you know.
Is that the period now, 5
Oh,
years?
I'd like to be optimistic.
What's that called?
Well, plug her in and see if I regret anything.
He said that with confidence, didn't he?
Let's move it to our custom testing zone.
Did you build this specially for testing this?
This is, yes. Honestly, the R&D really went into the hanger system than really the salad bowl itself.
Kind of looks like a garage door.
Oh, that's what it would look like.
It's got everyone confused, thinking maybe that is really... Are you going to stick your hand in it or anything?
Oh, I'm going to probably do something dumb. No, we need to worry about that.
All right. Here we go. Okay, the lights work. I can't see anymore.
The lights work, and it sure looks like we got
Whoa.
a weed whacker. And
You're a fly.
let's put it this way. It's less than pleasant.
Okay.
But it seems to work pretty
Our
good.
new salad bowl weed whacker, odorous fly and mosquito killer.
And the only reason
The
that
whole word,
you
his
did,
whole name.
and the reason why it was making so much noise is because I had it back upside down.
Oh,
And I have it off kilter here. Let's try to straighten her. All right, when it's hanging level, it's pretty quiet.
all right. I think we got a winner. That's the update.